Alrighty, game 2 of our Druid run against Bosco Paladin. And this is a pretty good draw. We could technically keep all this. 2, 3, coin on 4 to play a 5, and then 5, play another 5. Which is a solid play, especially with Bomber as our 2-drop, because that means he's likely to have something on the board. Either just a 1-1 from his hero power or an actual 2-drop. So the only way this will be bad is if he plays it like an Amani Berserker or something like that. That would not necessarily die to Bomber. Ah, there you go. Perfect. So, pretty good odds that the Bomber will kill that. But even if it doesn't, Bomber wouldn't die to it necessarily. Ah, silly Bomber. Oh well. Oh, that's unfortunate. So he is 1 card up now. Alright, so I think we play our Crusader as planned originally. I don't feel like that's worth clawing, especially with the Crusader's ability to kill it, theoretically. He would have to play a Silence and then trade his card.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, that's the right play, I think. Now, let's see. I don't have a way to clear the board, but I think I can protect my Crusader by coining out a Druid of the Claw as the taunt version. If I play the charge version, I could obviously kill one of these weak minions. But I don't feel the need to do that if I have a 4/6 taunt on the board. He would have to use what? True Silver, and then sack both of his minions, or use a number of buffs on them, something like that. So he's gonna sack something. Guess I might. Alright. I'm not sure that I agree with that, but it is a play, as they say. I mean, the thing to consider is that's 2 cards, right? Blessing of Might plus the card itself. And now I can kill it for free. For no card, I should say. The other option is to silence it, which would make it a 2/1.
What to do?
But I think I'll take 5 damage. I'm not scared at this point. Plus I get an armor, so it's really 4. Then I can play the Bloodsail Raider and the Morgan Infantry. No reason to use Claw. I have to be 1 damage one. So he has a 7 health lead. Let's see the cards though. 6 cards in hand. We will have 5 plus 2 on the board. So we're basically up by 1 card at the cost of 7 life. It's a pretty close game, I'd say.
Let me think.
Well, the next turn I have Starfire, depending on what he does. Yeah, he keeps using draw stuff, which is good.
Reporting for duty.
Ooh, but there's Nourish for me. Since he doesn't really have anything that's threatening, it's probably worth nourishing. Well, maybe not. No, I want to play a Silverhand Knight instead. I changed my mind.
Ready, sir.
I'll kill that thing. So consecrate would be really good here. You'd be able to clear the entire board and trade for that and just consecrate. I probably should have attacked with a Worgen since I killed the 1/1. That was a mistake. Since he wouldn't send his 2/4 into it, he would take out one of the 2/2s. Quality. Huh.
Locked and loaded.
I don't think that was a good use of equality, frankly. He basically equalityed to allow him to kill something with this. And that something was a 4/4. You know, it's not great. These guys were, this was already 1 health. These guys lost 1 hit point. But either way, they would have traded with a 2/2 anyway, so I don't think the advantage is significant. Anyway, since he has nothing threatening on the board, we can clear the board here. I'm going to nourish and draw cards. Because with my Starfire and my Claw in hand, plus the 3 things that I draw, I don't feel too worried that he's going to do anything crazy. I would like to Wild Growth, but I want to actually kill this so that I can attack with my Worgen this turn. So instead I'll kill that, trade with that, and then the Worgen attacks. So, in spite of 5 health difference, based on cards alone, I would say we're in the lead right now.
I've got a huge gun.
Jeez, he loves those dwarf dudes. He's played 2 riflemen and now a commando. That's funny. Okay, well, let's see. Ideally, we don't want the Worgen to enrage.
What to do?
So, probably the best bet is to claw hero power for 3 total and kill that, trading 1 for 1. And then play the Razor Fen Hunter. This could kill the 1/1, obviously, but then the 2/3 could kill it. Or, if you killed the 1/1, we can hero power it next turn. Let me make sure I counted my mana right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, in fact, we can get a Wild Growth as well, so might as well do that. And I'm killing this rather than this because otherwise it's more likely he'll enrage his Worgen and do a lot more damage. So even though this could hit us for 1 more right now, it's not nearly as scary.
One shot, one kill.
This is the strangest deck I've ever seen someone play. I mean, it's like all these weird little cards that do damage on when you play them, but they're not really good cards otherwise. Oh, Divine Shield. So he drew his card back from this thing, which is good. So this is where Swipe or Starfall would be fantastic. Fortunately, we don't have that. So we could bite that for 4, that would leave us with 6. We could play the Priestess, but she would die to that thing. The other option is to Starfire that and bite that. But then we have nothing on the board against 2 1/1s. Not that 2 1/1s are scary.
I wonder.
Yeah, I think I'll Starfire first on this thing. Does that change the play? If I Acolyte, it dies to that. Squire could kill both those, but it's unlikely.
Time waits for no one.
I'm going to try it. I have enough cards. Unless he silences the Acolyte, we will draw a card back for it, and it would take up an attack of his. And if he doesn't attack it, then I get to draw at least 2 off it. Is he going to buff his dude? Ah, I see. So he should attack me with that now, because if he doesn't, then we can kill it, and he only gets to draw 1 extra. Did he attack my Acolyte? I think he did. Yeah, so that's the wrong play. Look, I know he wants to kill the Acolyte, but he can clear the board. He can kill this with these 2. So the only way my Acolyte would draw a card is by him summoning these 1/1s. And now he should know that we can kill this. Or just silence it. Whatever. Again, swipe would be amazing. Alright, well, he's pretty low on cards. I'm not low enough health to worry too much, so I think I'm going to shapeshift to kill that, take 4. Well, take 3 actually, so I'll be at 19, but I'll play an Ironbark Protector as well. Because the Ironbark, unless he humiliates it, actually even then it wouldn't matter. He's going to have a really tough time getting rid of that thing as a paladin. Unless he has a big game hunter. Can't think of anything else that could do it. Yeah, this paladin's deck is like a puny deck, if you're familiar with that term. Oh, that's pretty good. So he gets to use both Divine Shields, take that down, which is solid, to say the least. Again, could use that board clear, but I don't have any. Alright, so Argent Commander into his Argent Commander, Hero Power to kill that. We'll be at 2 mana. Can't do anything with 2 mana. I would be at 14 health. Against 2, 3, 4 damage on the board. Not too worried. I mean, Bite is always available. This is another heal, so that's a heal of 8 between those, which we can play any given turn. So I think this is the play. It's not fancy, but... There could be some argument made that killing this is worth... or silencing this is worthwhile. But the things that it's buffed... You know, so far they've been dead. Another rifleman. Jeez, that's so weird. Oh, he screwed that up.
Sorry about that. Reporting for duty.
So he's got to trade his 2/1 now. We'll see. He really doesn't want to. Okay. So yeah. That worked out. He opted to clear the board and do 1 damage to us, effectively. And I mean, these are all weak things. So let's see. If we silence this, our Spellbreaker dies to that. We could bite this. Silence that and hero power, which we don't need the extra damage. But bite for 2 seems like a major waste. I'm just afraid that he has like a Blessing of Kings, and if I play the Protector, these things are going to take it out. So I'm going to play it safe. I have the card advantage. Bite and Hero Power gives me basically a heal of 2, and I silence that. So he has to do something extra, buff of some kind, to kill the Spellbreaker. Flushing Ghoul, so that should get buffed if he trades these. Although doing so would be silly. Doubles? Really? A Blessed Champion to make a 1-3, a 2-3, and have it die? I mean, I know that his ghoul is alive, but that's not good enough. Alrighty. So we can silence that, and then Kodo. We have a 50-50 chance of killing it. Unfortunately, I can't do Hero Power, Kodo, and Silence. But that's okay. Unfortunate, but it's alright. So, close to top decking on the Paladin. Stormwind, it's a good draw. Will he kill our 4-3? Ooh, Rocketeer. Doesn't help a lot though. If I wanted to take 6 damage, I could Hero Power and hit that, take 6, Rocketeer into it, kill it. This would become a 1-1, this become a 2-3, and then both my minions survive. And he has 1 card. That would be at 7 health, plus 4 when I play that sometime. Maybe. The other option is to trade both these into that. But... Or I could Rocketeer, trade 1, keep that alive. Dah. I think I'm going to play the riskier way. Okay, I want that to be enough. Either way, one of these would have been at 2 health. Or lower.
Reporting for duty.
Your magic shall not
So that's the card he had in hand, which was a Spellbreaker. And now he is out of cards. Okay. And I don't think that was a necessarily good play. Because he should see we have 7 damage on the board, so that will die to our stuff. So I trade both these into that, obviously. And then I Hero Power that, leave me with 8, and then I Protect her. Now, the likelihood that he can top deck something to win here is very low. Like, it'd have to be Rag or Avenging Wrath and get really lucky. I don't know. Something like that. Okay, that's not it.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, so now we got plenty of heals available. And loath as I am to waste an 8-7 killing a 3-2, that is the way we have to do it. because otherwise it's a risk that he draws something that would allow him to draw more, that would allow him to buff, and yada yada yada. A 4-1 Drake. That's unfortunate. Okay. I could kill that with that with that, or I could hero power to kill it. Let's see. I think I'll hero power to kill that and take 4 on this guy. And then we'll play this to heal me.
For the wild.
Kill that. I'm gonna save the dragon just to have some backup because I have kill on the board. Weak as the dragon may be. So if he gets Deathwing, he can win. But that's about it. Lost elemental. So we have 13 on the board, 14 with hero power, 16 with Mark of the Wild. Oh, and we got Claw anyway.
For the wilds.
All right. Well, again, a very slow roll sort of game, although that's kind of what our deck is like. It's, very flat mana curve. I think the biggest problem, to be honest, is that our opponent's card quality was just low. I mean, not that we have the greatest cards. I would, like, if I had, how many times did I say if I had a Starfall or Bite, the game would have been over many turns earlier, just because I could clear all those weak minions. But that was the problem. He had a lot of weak stuff that would not survive against, mini board clear abilities that he'll run into.
Light shall bring victory.
I must protect the wild.
Alrighty. We're going first. We cannot afford 4s, let alone 6s. So we gotta clear it all. And we're against J-Tech, a priest. Game number 3. So our hand is not great, I'll be honest. Especially because priests like to... Okay, good. Well, at least he didn't coin something, but we still don't have a 2, which is bad. So we get to do 1 damage. Yippee. Maybe he'll heal himself. That'd be the best thing. Please don't coin something. Oh, good. Okay. So there was a couple turns there we could have gotten really far behind, but it appears we're okay now. Now the odds are that he's going to coin something pretty soon here. It's going to destroy this. But we can't play anything on 4. Okay, well there's the counter. So the only thing we can do here is Raider and hero power. So I could attack into that, but he could heal it. Yeah, right? So instead I'm just going to hero power and non-attack. The thinking being, if I attack now, he heals it anyway, I can't actually kill it. Whereas doing it this way at least forces him to attack one of my minions and then heal if he wants to do that. This is the reason why you want a 3-2 as your 2-drop minion. Obviously we didn't even have a 2-drop minion, but if we had, it would have countered that thing. What's he got here? Dark Skill Healer. Oh, it's pretty good. Ooh. Mark of the Wild is not a bad play on this guy. Because he would be He would have enough attack to kill that. He would draw back our card that we spent. But we'd only be at 3 mana, so we couldn't do much besides that. It's not great. If we play the Silverhand Knight, it dies. Both of them die to these things without killing anything. So I think Marco Wild is actually the best play. At least we kill his taunt. In theory. Okay. I see no reason to attack that. Again, as a priest, he can heal it. I'll let him make the initiative. So unless he silences, we should draw our cards back in total from the Acolyte. And then this next turn, unless he heals more than 2, we can kill this with our commander. Okay, good. That worked out actually quite well. I'm pleased. So just let me double check. I don't have a claw, so I have no way to kill that 4/2 on my own. So commander's definitely the play here. Now, again, keeping in mind the hero you're facing, what should happen this next turn is the cat kills our 4/3, it goes down to a 5/1, and then heals, so I can't kill it with my hero power. So, against most heroes, the commander would do better in that situation. But we still already got 1 card out of it. Was he going to ignore it? That would be a mistake, I think. Unless he has a taunt. Because he should recognize that we can, on our turn, we can attack and hero power it if we want. Ooh, Light Spawn. Light Spawn is the perfect thing to silence against a priest. It's very wonderful. Now we did draw a bite, but I don't think it's worth going for at this point. So I'm going to silence that, leave me with 3 mana. And then I'll trade my 4, or I'll kill this 2/2 with my 4/3. Yes, I think so.
Your magic shall not save you.
And then gain a mana crystal. Sure. I don't have any reason to hero power other than the 1 armor or the 1 damage to him. And position doesn't matter against a priest, but it's always good practice to get into. So again, I'll be curious what he does here. Especially with his tiger. Drake, 4/6. So unfortunately, we don't have a second silence for the Drake. Would be ideal. Also, he didn't leave himself enough mana to heal. So again, if the tiger could be in trouble. Yes, indeed. Alrighty. Can clear the board in a... wait, can I? Maybe not. I could bite this with hero power. I could trade my 2/1 and my 4/3 for that, and my 4/1 for that. So like I wouldn't be able to kill a Light Spawn. But then I would only have approximately no mana. Still, I think that's the best play. I don't take any actual damage doing this. On my hero, that is. Oh, wait. Can I? Oh, no, I can't heal that.
Time waits for no one.
So, yeah, both these have to die. I heal myself. Look out, a 3/3 on turn 9. Or, well, turn 8 actually for me. Since I gained a mana. The downside is my hand consists of 2 Ironbark Protectors, which are the card that a priest wants to mind control. Ugh, and that 4/5. This is Cairn, if you're not aware. So he's a 4/5 for 6, and when he dies, he summons another one of himself. Well, Baron, actually. This is a tough spot. If he has a mind control, which is likely, Protector gets played next turn, he mind controls it, and that's pretty much game over. I don't have any way to counter it. I think I just play my 2 Silverhand Knights, or my Gurbashi and 1 Silverhand. It's a little risky if he has a Holy Nova. But if not, at least those guys give me a potential way to counter Cairn. It would require a lot of turns for him to actually attack and kill that stuff. Now the one thing is, with a heal, he'll be able to kill the 4/4, heal it, and then it requires my 4/4, my other guy, to kill it. And then he spawns another 4/5. So it's pretty severe. Oh wait, that's not true. I get hero power and take 4. So I could spend, basically I can spend 2 cards, sort of. There's the Holy Nova. God. Where's my board clear, game? So hard to deal with that. I have no choice. I really need to put Protector here. I can't deal with that Cairn with the ability to heal it. There's no way to get around it. I'm also going to kill the first inception of it here. Because the chance that I'm going to draw Silence, 1 out of 15 or whatever. There's the mind control, of course there is. Yeah, it's just like impossible. Well, that would have been a great card a couple turns ago. So now I have to play my 8/8 to counter his 8/8. Assuming he doesn't have a second mind control.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Ridiculous. You just can't compete with Priest late game. It's just, there's no two ways about it. It's why they're the most popular class right now.
I can see.
It's really frustrating because I made a lot of good plays with what I had available. He made a lot of inferior plays, but it's just the cards are too strong. Can't compete with a Cairn and ability to heal and mind controls. Ah, it's frustrating. Basically, I need 2 more Starfalls or Starfires, a couple swipes or Starfalls for board clear, and then, you know, an equivalent legendary. That's really the only way to compete. With a priest, that is.